So welcome everybody. Here is one is going Kevin is going to be discussing uh, uses of these things that help us with fasting. And he has very important. He has done some research on all this. He's going to just discuss with you shortly on how to use these things properly. Mm.
Okay, welcome. Good. Okay, how are you guys? And today I'll be discussing about the excessive use of activated charcoal, about salt flash. Also, I'll be discussing about uh, eggs, those eggs called oxy powder, the benefits and the risk of taking oxy powder. Also, be discussing about castor oil, benefits and its benefits and its risks. Also, be discussing about quail eggs. Okay, so pay attention and we'll take you through that process. So I'll first start with activated charcoal. First, we have to understand what activated charcoal is. Activated charcoal is a fine black powder that is made from materials like wood, coconut shells, peanut, and sawdust. It's activated through a special heating process that creates a tiny pores on its surface. This pores gives the charcoal a large surface area and make it highly absorbent. The common use of activated charcoal is emergency toxin removal. I'll just go through this. I will explain it for you in a little bit. Activated charcoal is known for its ability to absorb a wide range of substances on its surface. In cases of poisoning or drug overdose, activated charcoal is sometimes used in hospital to help prevent the absorption of toxin in the digestive system. When ingested, the charcoal can bind to the toxin, preventing from being absorbed by the body and allowing them to be eliminated through bowel movements. So the benefits of using activated charcoal, as I discussed earlier, is emergency toxin removal, gas and bloating, which is very important because it reduces gas and bloating by absorbing excess gas in the digestive tract. So its risks include interference with medications. So if you are on medication, it can interfere with medication because it absorbs the effectiveness of the medicine. Also, another risk is nutrient absorption. When you use it excessively, remember that activated charcoal isn't selective about what it absorbs. So it can trap nutrients as well if used excessively. It might interfere with the body's ability to absorb important vitamins and minerals also. Another thing is digestive discomfort. Its overuse can lead to constipation or gastrointestinal discomfort. Another thing is for aspiration risk, which if it's inhaled, activated charcoal can cause lung problems. So you have to be careful about that you don't use it excessively. Okay, so I'm gonna also take you through salt flash, and first I will describe to you what salt flash means, which salt flash means, or is also known as salt water flash. It's a natural remedy often used to promote bowel movements and relieve constipation. It involves drinking a specific mixture of water and salt on an empty stomach, with the goal of inducing a strong bowel movement and flushing out the colon. I'm going to take you through the process. So when you want to take the salt flush, these are the steps you need to follow. First, you need to prepare. You do that by mixing 2 spoons of non-iodinized salt with about 32 or 1 liter of warm purified water. The water should be lukewarm, not hot. Remember that. That's very important. Also, remember that the stomach should be empty. It's very important for the stomach to be empty. Another process number 3 is that it should be drink with a maximum or within a short period of around 5 to 10 minutes. So a minimum time of 5 minutes and a maximum time of 10 minutes. And then number 4, you should ensure that that you are around a facility or a bathroom, near bathroom, because it will just take 30 minutes for the cleansing to take place. It will cleanse the colon and all that. So the benefits of salt flush include relief from constipation. One of the main purposes of salt flush is to relieve constipation by promoting a thorough bowel movement. Detoxification. Some proponents believe that salt flush can help remove waste and toxin from the colon. Risks include electrolyte imbalance. This is one of the biggest concerns about salt flushes, as it has the potential of electrolyte imbalances. Consuming high amounts of salt in a short period can disrupt the balance of important electrolytes like sodium and potassium in the body. This can lead to dehydration, dizziness, and other health issues. Also remember that it is important that you use it not excessively, but minimum, because every time you use it, it's gonna create that imbalance in the blood system or in the body. Another risk is gastrointestinal distress. The salt mixture can cause discomfort, cramping, and nausea in some individuals. Another risk is overuse and dependency. This is the fact that you're going to be dependent on it for cleansing, and that's very bad, because we have covered the first two about electrolyte imbalance and gastrointestinal distress. Because if you overuse it, it's going to cause those two problems. So don't depend on it solely. Another thing we're going to talking about is oxy powder. So oxy powder is a natural supplement designed to promote bowel movement and alleviate constipation. It is formulated to support digestive health by providing oxygen to the digestive tract, which can help soften and loosen accumulated waste in the colon. Also, remember, I'm going to take you through how oxy powder works in the digestive system. Oxy powder works through a process called oxidation. When oxy powder comes into contact with the acidic environment of the stomach, it releases oxygen molecules. These oxygen molecules then travel through the digestive system, reaching the colon. In the colon, the released oxygen interacts with accumulated waste and helps break it down, making it easier for the body to eliminate. Let's discuss its benefits. The benefits of oxy powder in our body. Number 1 is constipation relief. Oxy powder is often used to provide relief from constipation by promoting regular bowel movements, which is very important. Gentle approach. Unlike harsh laxatives, oxy powder is designed to work gently and gradually, reducing the likelihood of intense cramping. Now, let me take you through the risk. Obviously, something that has benefits at its own risk. So the risk of the overuse of oxy powder, number 1 is electrolyte imbalance. As with other methods that promote bowel movement, there's risk of electrolyte imbalance if used excessively. This can lead to dehydration and disruption in electrolyte levels, just as we have discussed before when using salt flush. Also, oxy powder causes electrolyte imbalance, and it's important to ensure use it minimally. Also, it can cause dependency. Regular use of oxy powder might lead to dependency, where the digestive system becomes reliant on the supplement for regular bowel movements. Another thing is disrupted natural bowel function. Over time, consistent use of oxy powder could potentially disrupt the natural coordination and the rhythm of the digestive muscle that propel waste through the intestine. This can lead to reduced natural bowel function and the need for ongoing supplementation. Another problem or another risk that you may find is nutrient absorption. Just like any other method that stimulates rapid bowel movements, excessive use of oxy powder might interfere with the absorption of nutrients in the colon. So you need to be careful about it. You need to make sure you use minimum of it, not excessive use, to ensure that you get the benefits and try to minimize the risks. Another thing we're going to talk about is castor oil. So castor oil is a natural oil derived from the seeds of castor plant. It has been used for centuries as a traditional remedy for constipation and various health issues. Castor oil is known for its strong laxative properties, which make it effective in promoting bowel movements. Castor oil works as stimulant laxative when ingested. It's broken down in the small intestine into acid, which acts as a strong irritant to the intestine. This irritation stimulates muscle contraction in the intestine and colon, promoting bowel movement and helping to relieve constipation. The potential benefits of using castor oil include effective constipation relief. Castor oil's strong laxative effect can quickly and effectively relieve constipation by inducing bowel movements. Detoxification. Some prominents believe that the strong action of castor oil helps remove waste and toxin from the digestive tract. Now let's look at the risks that you may come across when you use it excessively. Number one is strong laxative effect. While the strong laxative effect can be beneficial for constipation relief, it can also lead to intense and sudden bowel movement, which can be uncomfortable, even painful. Another risk is dehydration. The rapid bowel movement induced by castor oil can lead to dehydration if not occupied by sufficient fluid intake. Another thing is electrolyte imbalance. Similar to other methods that promote rapid bowel movement, there's risk of electrolyte imbalance with frequent or excessive use of castor oil. Another thing that we have kept on repeating for a while is dependency. Regular use of castor oil for constipation relief might lead to dependency, where the digestive system becomes reliant on the lactive properties of the oil. So you become so dependent on it that you cannot work without it. You also have to remember that another risk that may come across is nutrient absorption. Overuse of castor oil can interfere with the nutrient absorption due to the rapid transit of food through the digestive system. Remember that it's important to be able to use these things without having to endure the risks, because they're important to our bodies. They benefit for our health and improving that we have a human digestive health. Because it's important for us as individuals to have that. Another thing I'm going to discuss is about fruit life and dry fasting. The thing that causes the risk of having a fruitarian life and dry fasting is like having kidney and liver strain, which can lead to kidney stones. So when you are living a fruitarian life and dry fasting, remember that you can have kidney stones, which are caused because of the kidney and liver strain. So the body cannot get the body cannot get the nutrients that's needed for the kidney and liver. Another thing is kidney damage. This is because it can impair the function of the kidney to not properly be able to do its function properly. Also, another risk of that is dehydration. Remember that you're gonna lose a lot of water in your body. So fruitarian life does not add so much water, so it's gonna dehydrate your body. Another thing is blood sugar fluctuations, which is caused because there's imbalances of the nutrients being absorbed by the body, because you're not providing the body with so much with nutrients to supplement itself to get stronger. So it's going to cause that blood sugar fluctuation, which is going to cause high blood pressure and low blood pressure in your body. Another thing that you need to look at is dental health issues. If used for a long time or excessively without break, it can cause dental health because it makes your gums and your cavities become weak. So you also need to keep that in mind. And another factor that causes it, another risk of using Proteinian life and dry fasting is bone health. This, I'm trying to say that your body needs calcium, your body needs calcium and vitamin D. So when you are using fruits only, you're supplementing your body with fruits only, you cannot get that calcium and vitamin D needed for your bones. So it's important to be able to know that when you use this excessively, it can lead to those kind of things. And that it's important to keep that in mind, that your body needs vitamin D and calcium. Also, I'm going to look at baking soda, its risk of using excessive baking soda. Number one is altered stomach acid balance. Remember that the stomach balance, which means that the soda, which is alkaline. So when that happens to your body, so there's an altered stomach acid balance, which causes your stomach to not have the insufficient acid needed in the stomach. Another thing causes is hypertension, which leads to high blood pressure. Using too much of baking soda can cause hypertension. Another thing is kidney function issues. So you may have issues, just like we discussed earlier, using Fruitanian life, using fruits only, it can cause kidney function issue. Other thing is also calcium imbalance. You cannot have that balance the body of calcium. Also, there's a gastric distress, which can result in gas, bloating, and nausea due to its impact on stomach acid levels. So it's important that you make sure that you don't use those kind of things in excessively, because they are beneficial for you, but also when used excessively can damage your health. And you need to be very cautious when you use them. You need to take responsibility and use them with the recommendation from a professional. You need to seek guidance from a professional who can help you know when and the right time to use this kind of things. So it's important also to keep track of that, so that you don't you don't get into either of those risks that I've discussed earlier. So thank you for listening to me. I'm Kevin Omondi.
I can react anyway. Is castor oil an animal product? Right? No. It's from plant.
Yes, come from plants.
And the most total dry fast I got was 5 or 6 days. You can do better depending on how you prepare yourself. Told them bye.
Yes.